On Sultan Navruzi's Day, the world leader of the Bektashi community, Haji Dede Baba Edmond Brahimai, opened his doors to welcome hundreds of believers in a festive event, while politicians gave their best wishes. At tomorrow's Socialist Party Congress, which will be separated into 3 sessions, the list of city councillors for the capital is expected to be published. Justice Minister Edpida Jonai said exclusively to RTV Ora that the majority will submit the draft law for amnesty again in Parliament, where 350 individuals will benefit from amnesty. It's 6 o'clock on Friday, the 22nd of March 2019. Good evening and thank you for tuning in to RTV Ora's English edition. My name is Oliver, bringing you the only daily update of the local Albanian news, translated into English. Sultan Navruzi is a special celebration for Bektashi believers, which symbolizes the coming of spring and the revival of nature and spirit. On this occasion, the world leader of the Bektashi community, Haji Dede Baba Edmond Brahimai, opened the doors to the Bektashi headquarters, welcoming hundreds of believers in a festive event. The world leader of the Bektashi community appealed to both politicians and youth, stating, "March 22nd encourages us to love more." The entire Bektashi community these days has been praying for the spirits of 50 Muslim believers who were killed at their mosque in New Zealand. We strongly condemn any act of extreme violence and urge Albanian politicians to engage in examples of wisdom and kindness. I pray that this class will work to lead our nation to a better future and not remain in this sad reality. Young Albanians should not abandon Albania, but should take their fate and the fate of their nation in their own hands, said Brahimai. Meanwhile, the leaders of Albanians' political parties have given their dearest wishes for Sultan Navruzi's Day. Luzim Basha today, in a statement to the media, said that faith for a better tomorrow will bring us all together, stating, "I want to give my wishes to all Bektashi believers for Sultan Navruzi's Day, for this divine feast of light, hope, and democracy for which Bektashi martyrs have fallen but nevertheless prevailed on March 22nd of 1992. Albanians have united again for the values of freedom, faith in God, human dignity, and faith in a better tomorrow that we so desperately need. These are the values that we have that unites us." Meanwhile, Monica Kuriamadi gave her wishes on Sultan Navruzi's celebration, but did not avoid any political comments. Kuriamadi stated, "The burning of mandates symbolizes our love for the nation. Through the withdrawal of mandates, the opposition once again showed that things should be governed in the right way." President Ilir Meta congratulated the Bektashi community on Sultan Navruzi's Day, stating, "This day of celebration symbolizes the birth of hope and the revival of nature. I wish to congratulate the Albanian people, but especially the Bektashi community everywhere. I wish you health and happiness in your families. God bless Albania and God bless the Albanian nation." Florence Hoxha and 4 other arrested citizens after the 16th of February protest will continue to stay in prison as the Tirana court has refused to change their security measures despite demands for softer protocol. Together in prison alongside Hoxha is Ferit Dangshi, Agim Paposhi, Ilir Hamedani, and Samir Rajepi. Since the 16th of February, when the opposition launched their massive protest, 6 rallies have been held in the capital, resulting in occasional police escorts and arrests. Official announcement from state police and officials in the capital indicated that 114 citizens were prosecuted in total over the past 6 demonstrations. Proceedings were conducted after the protest on the 16th and 26th of February, as well as on the 5th and 16th and 21st of March. The only protest without any arrests was on the 21st of February, in which a rally coincided with the withdrawal of mandates in the assembly hall by Luzim Basha and Monica Kuriamadi. Also, according to police data, 43 people were arrested in total, of which 10 of them were held in custody, while the 6 arrestees of the March 21st protest are expected to appear before judges on Saturday. Just 3 months before the upcoming local elections of June 30th, Arion Valiai will be confirmed as a candidate for his 2nd mandate in the municipality of Tirana. The chair of the Socialist Party for Tirana, Blerinda Giulameti, said the decision will be taken despite the stance held by the opposition, stating, "Tomorrow we will talk about Tirana. We will talk about the fundamental transformation that Tirana has experienced." The co-chair of the Electoral Reform Commission said that even the latest amendments to the draft outlining the Electoral Code will be submitted to the Assembly and further discussed. Julameti invited all parties inside and outside the parliament to sit at the table. She stated the Socialist Party plans to head to the elections even if the Democratic Party, along with its allies, boycotts them. Everyone is free to decide whether or not to participate in this election. What is most important to us is that we call on the opposition to be part of the electoral process. But as far as the legal side is concerned, it does not have any effect on the non-participation of one party. Former Socialist Party Chair Fatos Nano has already confirmed his participation and will take part in the discussion panel. The three pillars of the Socialist Party Congress will address local governance, the co-governmental platform, and the University Pact. The General Secretary of the Socialist Party, Tal Lambala, is expected to open with a speech in the first session of the Socialist Party Congress, while in the second session, entitled Municipality We Want, many expect to hear from the chair of the Socialist Party in Tirana, Blerinda Julameti, the mayor of Tirana, Arion Veliai, and finally, the Prime Minister of Albania, Edi Rama. Justice Minister Etida Jonai said exclusively to RTV Ora that the majority will once again submit the draft law for amnesty in Parliament, stating due to the lack of opposition and the unwillingness to approve any kind of amnesty, which has already been approved by a qualified majority, the draft law has remained unapproved. But now that many members of the opposition have come back to the Assembly, we can figure out how to take this back to Parliament for approval. The draft in question was prepared by a working group of members from the General Prosecution, the Ministry of Justice, and the Ministry of Interior. When asked how many convicted prisoners will benefit from the proposed amnesty bill, the Minister of Justice, Etida Jonai, responded, "From the amnesty bill, we can expect to see at least 350 convicted individuals benefit from the proposal. Our bill aims to dramatically reduce overcrowding in the penitentiary system." The draft law on amnesty was not voted on by the Democratic Party nor the Socialist Movement for Integration, as they claim that the majority is only preparing the plan with the aims of releasing individuals with criminal records so that they, the Socialists, can use them. Even though over the past 2 days the country has stopped the collection of agricultural products due to the deadlock of VAT, the scheme is not expected to see any changes. Fiscal Policy Director Nico Lura stated that they are already looking at what subsidizing policies can apply to farmers and stock breeders. Lura clarified that changes to the VAT scheme do not directly affect collectors. The decision, however, has not been well received by many citizens who work in trade and agriculture. It has now been learned that many businesses are discussing the possibility of escalating the protests by insisting on changing the VAT scheme. They complain that they buy products with 6% VAT and sell them at 20% VAT by creating additional costs. Well, the Church of Shunmuri in Nicha of Pogradets is at the top of the list of the 20 endangered monuments after the harsh winter that took the district of Korcha by storm. The lack of attention for years has made the state-protected religious object endangered due to its irreversible damage. Old bridges and homes complement the list of protected buildings that are deemed to have the highest level of risk. In the Korcha region, there are 167 cultural monuments of various categories, some of which require urgent intervention to save the history that they keep within inside. And that's the news across the country today. Thank you for watching our English edition this evening, and be sure to join us again every Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. for the latest news from Albania. Once again, on behalf of RTV Ora, thank you and have a great night.